Daytona Beach, Florida, home to Hankster's Hot Rods, Muscle Car, and Collector Car Showroom. We own all of our vehicles. We are not a consignment dealership. If you're watching today's presentation on YouTube, please be sure to check out our website, which is hanksters.com. It's where you can find all of our most current inventory. Our YouTube videos, they never come down. They stay on our YouTube channel for our subscribers to watch our content. However, when a vehicle is funded in full, that particular unit comes down off of our website, letting you know it is no longer available for sale. HankstersGarage.com. Not only do we sell and distribute automotive parts and accessories throughout the United States, but more importantly, we install them. So if you're watching a presentation video on one of our classic cars and you want a different wheel and tire package, maybe you want AC, power steering, power brakes, headers, custom exhaust, fuel injection, digital dash, we can handle all of that for you prior to your vehicle leaving our facility, as long as you give us the time to do so. HankstersGarage.com. Check it out. So we have a very popular car to present to you today. It is a 1970 Ford Mach 1. So let's get started because there's a lot of cool features about this car and we'll go over them in this presentation. First of all, it is a 351 and it is the date code correct 351, so it very well could be the numbers matching motor for the car. We do have a Marty report that will give you a little bit of insight on the car. Things such as, obviously, the car started life with a 351, and like I said, it has the period correct 351 in it. The car started life with power brakes. It has a power brake booster back there on the driver's side firewall. The car did start life with power steering. Now, the power steering reservoir is still present. However, somebody in the course of this car's life put headers on the car. When they put headers on the car, they removed the power steering gearbox. So there is a power steering reservoir, but there's no power steering gearbox. It is a manual steering gearbox, therefore it has manual steering, not power steering. The car also started life with factory air conditioning, which it still has and it still does work. Let's see what else we can tell you about this vehicle. The color of the car is Calypso Coral, and according to the Marty report, the car started life as Calypso Coral. Now, we don't have any documentation on the car above and beyond the Marty report, so therefore we don't know when the car was painted, we don't know when the motor was rebuilt, tranny was rebuilt, anything like that. So everything we know about the vehicle we're going to disclose to you in this video presentation. Starting like we always do at the top of the hood and the fenders. Hood scoop here is matte black. It's in good shape. The stripes, the center stripe and the two side stripes are vinyl. And those are in good condition. They're not faded, they're not cracked, they're not peeling. The chrome on your hood locks there is in pretty good shape. The paint on the car is fantastic. I'd say it's an 8.5 out of 10 if you ask my personal opinion on it. The color's real nice, clear's real nice and uniform. There's no bubbles, blisters, cracks anywhere on the car. There is a little tiny spot right here on the hood. It looks like maybe, I don't know, something dripped on there at one time. So there's a little tiny spot there that looks like it might have been brush touched, or maybe whatever dripped on there just kind of ate through the clear a little bit. So there's a little tiny spot on the hood. But other than that, hood condition is fantastic. Top of the fenders, both driver's side and passenger side, are in real nice shape. Taking a step back and looking at the front of the car, the grille is in nice condition, not cracked or broken anywhere. The chrome on the front bumper also in nice shape. It looks to me like it's a newer front bumper. There's no chrome peel or chrome flake, patina, any kind of rust on the front bumper. The lower spoiler, plastic, all in one piece, not cracked, not damaged in any capacity. There's also a little tiny chip there right above the driver's side headlight there, the headlight chrome. What about the wheels and tires? So the wheels on the car are brand new. We put those on there. The BFG raised white letter radial tires are brand new. We put those on there. So you have 4 brand new wheels, 4 brand new tires, brand new lug nuts, brand new center caps, all that stuff. Let's take a look at the paint, both high and low on the fender. Up top here, real nice. Once again, color uniform, clear uniform. The paint low here, right above your Mach 1 paneling. You have your Mustang badging there, and then of course you transition to your chrome accents channel that runs down there right above your Mach 1 panel. Mach 1 panel on the fender, driver door, lower rocker, rear quarter, all seems to be in pretty nice condition. We'll take a closer look at that here momentarily. Before we do that, let's check out the cowl area, the paint on the cowl area. That's also in nice shape. Glass clarity throughout the entire vehicle is really fantastic. Let's start out with the front windshield. It looks like a newer windshield in my opinion. Glass clarity is real good, very, very minimal scratching or any kind of imperfections. There's no chips or cracks in the front windshield. The chrome around the front windshield looks to be in real nice shape. Dual mirrors on the car, one on the driver door, one on the passenger door, painted the same color as the vehicle. Paint on the driver door, both up high and down low, no paint issues. No blisters, no cracks, no chips. And then the lower portion of the door and the rocker, like I stated earlier, it has that Mach 1 paneling there at the bottom of the fender, door, rocker, and to start out on the rear quarter. And all that's in pretty, it's just pretty low to the road there. It takes road debris, but it's in real nice shape down low there, both on the driver's side and the passenger side, and we'll obviously show you the passenger side later in the presentation. I made the statement that the glass clarity, on the car is really nice. Door glass here, quarter window glass in the back, real nice and clear. Looks to be some newer glass, definitely not original to the car. It can't be with the condition that it's in. Inside the car, door panel, real nice shape, up top, wood grain, lights up, carpeting at the bottom of the door, door panel in nice condition throughout the entire panel. We'll pop the back seat pop the front seat forward real quick to show you the back seat. Back seat in the car, interior in real nice shape, no rips or tears in it, black obviously. When I open the driver door, you can see your courtesy lights in the sail panels illuminate. Carpeting in the car is real nice. You can see it's not ripped, torn, discolored. Seat back on your driver's seat in pretty nice condition. A couple very faint scratches, but not broken or fallen off the back of the driver's seat. Driver's seat itself, interior also in real nice shape. Nothing ripped or torn. Heavy duty rubber Mustang floor mat up front on the driver's side. 4-speed car. I don't think I mentioned that yet. It is a factory 4-speed car. We'll show you that on the Marti report here shortly, which will also have a photo of the Marti report on our website that you can check out and read for yourself. Carpeting underneath the floor mat in real nice condition. You have that traction area there where it's rubber, and then around that, up on the center console hump, and then the rest of the driver's side carpeting in nice shape. You see the passenger door light illuminating there on the passenger side door when the driver door is open, and then your courtesy lights down there on the floor around your 3 pedals. Rear quarter on the driver's side. Again, real nice paint. No paint issues to speak of on the car. On the top of the quarter, in the center of the rear quarter, and then of course low where you usually would have a problem if there were to be one. Usually they try to start rearing their ugly heads down low. Check out the still photos of the wheels and tires. I told you they're brand new. All 4 wheels, all 4 tires brand new. Before we get to the back of the car, let's just take a look at the top of the roof here, the paint condition. Real nice. Fantastic paint on the roof. And then of course you have your Mustang louvers here on the rear window. rear window glass. Body lines on the car are really nice too. You can see the driver's side door fits nice and flush there to the rear quarter, to the front fender. Your body lines here all line up nicely. Mach 1 rear spoiler, matte black, just like the hood scoop, and your rear window louvers. Mustang brake lights. You know, those have a tendency to want to pit and patina over time. These are in good shape. Mustang gas caps in nice condition. Mach 1 in the center of the deck lid. The black striping on the deck lid and on driver's side and passenger side rear quarter ends look good. Chrome on the rear bumper, just as nice as the front bumper. There's no rusting around the bumper bolts. There's no peeling or flaking of the chrome. Reverse lights down low there. Dual exhaust. And the paint on the deck lid before we pop the trunk here, also real nice. You can see that there's no paint issues going on there. And you already saw kind of the top of the driver's side quarter. Here's the top of the passenger side quarter. No paint issues to speak of on it. Pop open the trunk. There is no jack, there is no spare. Those of you familiar with Mustangs, the gas tank is right here. So there's no real trunk pan to show you. We will show you the outer perimeter of the trunk here shortly. There is your Marty report. The car was born in Texas. Well, you know, sold in Texas. Mach 1, 351, Calypso Coral, you know, a 4-speed. Dealer number that was sold to. So, again, we'll have a photo of that on our website, so you can kind of look that over for yourself. And it'll be with the car when the car arrives. Trunk, once again, you know, this is your gas tank. It's got the factory, this is like a, you know, factory foam that goes over the tank, so the tank is covered. And then, of course, your trunk area there on the driver's side. It's the same on the passenger side. Real nice solid car. Looking down the passenger side of the car, hopefully in this video you can see what I can see, which are the body lines on the car are fantastic on both sides. Door fitment's good. Rear quarters not wavy. You know, nice and straight, nice tight body lines, no indication of any kind of subpar workmanship in terms of body work or anything like that. No issues down here on the rear quarter. You can see there's no paint blisters or bubbles. Around the wheel opening, same deal, same condition. Again, check out that glass clarity. Hopefully you can see in the video what I can see in person, which is you know, the quarter window glass there. The door glass on the passenger side, real nice. Your chrome accent molding that runs the length of the passenger side just as it did on the driver's side. The chrome molding there is in nice shape, separating the Mach 1 badging down low there. And the paint on the passenger side door also real nice. No paint issues to speak of on the passenger side door. Take a look inside the car. The wood grain on the door panel itself, the carpeting at the bottom of the door. Once again, your courtesy lights illuminating when you open up the passenger side door. Center console 4-speed, as we already mentioned. Obviously, you're getting a view of the opposite side of your center console. Passenger side seat in real nice condition, just as the driver's was. We'll lift up the passenger side mat there. You can see the carpeting's in fantastic condition. Dash pad's in nice shape. We'll show you the dash pad and whatnot again on the test drive. Your courtesy lights and the sail panels in the back also illuminate when you open up the passenger door, just as they did when you opened up the driver door. The passenger side door fits nice and flush to the rear quarter. Moving on to the front fender, you know, the paint quality and condition is pretty much uniform throughout the entire vehicle. Real nice paint on the passenger side front fender. Mustang badging looks good. Your Mach 1 paneling at the bottom of the fender, door, rocker, quarter, all look to be in real nice shape. Pretty fantastic car. So you have a 1970 Ford Mustang Mach 1 with a Marty report that is the correct color. What is believed to be probably the original motor. Again, it's the correct motor for the car that was born with, and it's also the correct year. So we have to make the assumption that it is the original motor. Car started life as a 4-speed, has a 4-speed in it now. Started life with factory air conditioning, and has factory air conditioning now. It does function. Started life Calypso Coral, it's that color now. Brand new wheels, brand new tires, great paint, a lot going for this car. I do encourage you guys to come in person to put your hands and eyes on whatever piece of inventory you might be interested in that we have. We are in the business of selling 30, 40, 50-year-old cars. We do video presentations on each one. We try to offer full disclosure and transparency on each car. There's only so much we can show you in a 20 to 25-minute video presentation. We try to do a quick walk around, a quick undercarriage presentation, and a quick test drive to put you as up close and personal to the car as we possibly can. This way, if you are buying the car sight unseen, hopefully you have a pretty good feel for the condition and quality of the vehicle prior to it arriving. However, if it's your first classic car purchase, or you're a very specific or particular buyer, I do encourage that you come in person. A member of our sales staff would be happy to pull the car out of the building for you, and you can assess the car really well outside in natural light, look at the paint, pop the hood, pop the trunk, roll the windows up and down, look in the interior, interior condition and quality over real good. We have 2 lifts here at our Daytona showroom. We'd be happy to throw the car in the air for you, let you assess the undercarriage, floor pans, suspension components, bottom of the motor, transmission. Let you drive the car. You can see how it shifts, how it stops, starts, steers, accelerates, rides, handles, performs. This way, when the car shows up wherever you might be located in the United States or in the world, there are no surprises because you were here and you went over the car for yourself. So you know exactly what you're getting when the car arrives. The majority of our transactions are conducted sight unseen, and we've been doing this for over 20 years. So hopefully our longevity in the business tells you something about not only the quality and quantity of vehicle we move through our showroom month after month or year after year, but also, our longevity in this business hopefully tells you something about our business model. We have an awesome showroom here in Daytona. We have 60 to 70 cars on hand at any given time, which I made the statement earlier in the presentation that we own. So we're pretty proud of our showroom here. It's a real nice facility. All our cars are inside, air conditioned, cool little gift shop, awesome sales staff. So when you visit us to look at this 1970 Mustang or any other piece of our inventory, we'd be happy to do everything I just discussed. Basically everything we're doing in this video presentation you can do in person. And then also we'll explain to you and share with you some of the responsibilities that come with owning a classic vehicle, what type of gas to use, what type of oil to use, how to properly store the car, and some of the things you can expect with ownership of one of these classics. We're going to put the car in the air real fast. We'll check out the undercarriage portion of our 1970 Ford Mustang Mach 1. And then after that, it is a beautiful day here in Daytona. We'll take it on a test drive to show you how the car runs out. Underneath our 1970 Mach 1 Mustang, disc brakes up front. It's pretty dark underneath here. I'm not sure really what you can see. I can see the front of the block here. There's no leaks at this time on the passenger side. Driver's side looks the same way. As you move towards the back of the motor, of course, you have the headers on the driver's side, and then, of course, a starter shoved right in the way on the passenger side. But from what I can tell, the motor looks nice and dry at this time. So the car is sitting on our lift by its frame rails, which are good on both the driver and the passenger side. As far as the headers are concerned, the pipes, I don't see any rust holes, rot holes, pinholes, anything where any kind of steering components have rubbed through the headers. The headers look all solid as you go throughout the header from the top of the motor all the way to the where it starts your exhaust system pipes. Floor pans on the car look really good, both driver and passenger side. All one solid piece, no patches, nothing sectioned in, no silicone work. Everything looks to be in good shape from a floor pan perspective, both on the driver and passenger side. The exhaust pipes, your welds look good here. Both driver and passenger side goes straight pipe back to a set of Flowmaster mufflers. The rear frame rails, let's start on the driver's side. Up over the rear end, looks good, all the way back to the rear bumper. And it's the same thing on the passenger side. You can follow it up over the rear end and back to the bumper. No bent frame, no holes in the frame that aren't supposed to be in the frame. Drum brakes in the rear of the vehicle. The gas tank's in good shape here. Chrome exhaust tips, dual, like we showed you just a few moments ago. I told you the BFG raised white letters are brand new. So plenty of tread, plenty of traction, no dry rot on brand new tires. You don't have to worry about that. The area where your shocks are at, rear shocks, the pan up there where the rear seat meets, of course, your trunk pan. Everything looks to be in good shape up there. Nothing caved in, nothing rusted, rotted, anything like that. Pretty good looking car. We've covered the top of the vehicle and done the bottom of the vehicle, and now it's time to do the test drive on the car. Before we do that, we're going to discuss your payment options on this vehicle. If you're a cash buyer, we accept cashier's check from your bank, but more often than not, people are doing bank wire transfer. Not really a whole lot of checks being written anymore, either on personal or business. A lot of electronic transfers. So that's how the majority of our cash buyers choose to fund the vehicle. If you are financing, we have a couple different collector car lenders that we work with that will do 5 to 15-year terms on these cars. 10% down is going to be your minimum required down payment, no matter what your credit score is. So if you're talking about a $50,000 car, you're talking about $5,000 down out of pocket. The remainder, they're going to finance to you over that 5 to 15-year period. Now, qualifications include the price of the car. Like, they aren't going to finance a car for 15 years if it's 25 grand. So the price of the car has to do with it. Other contributing factors are credit score, debt to income ratio, time on the job, time at your residence, things like that. Things underwriters look for in any kind of normal loan. No prepayment penalty on the loans. So if you get approved on this 1970 Mustang for 8 years and you want to pay it off in 2, they aren't going to penalize you for doing so. It's a simple interest loan. All additional payments go towards principal. Therefore, if your payment's $600 a month and you pay $900, the extra $300 goes towards your principal balance. Once the vehicle is funded in full, we put the vehicle through a pre-delivery inspection. Anything can happen. They're old cars. Anything can start leaking. Anything can stop working at any given time. It happens to me on a daily basis. So we put it through one last shakedown prior to it leaving our facility to be sure, it's on the up and up. Make sure the lug nuts are torqued. Make sure the tire pressure is proper. Make sure the battery voltage is good. Make sure all the lights work. Reverse lights, brake lights, wipers, AC if equipped, horn. This way, it's standing as tall as possible when it shows up to you. Once the vehicle's through inspection, if we are the ones handling the shipping, we dispatch a carrier. Typically, we can have a truck here within 48 hours. However, sometimes it's 3, 4, 5 business days. It just depends on where you're located, if a holiday falls in there anywhere, things like that. And if you're the ones handling the shipping, we'll let you know when the car's ready, and you can send your carrier after it, or you can come get it on your trailer or drive it home if that's what you're doing. Let's set our 1970 Ford Mustang down on the ground. We'll take it out on a test drive and show you guys how the car runs out. Inside our Ford Mustang, it's got a rim blow steering wheel, and it actually works. Turn signals, driver's side. And it's hard to see in the sun glare, but driver's side in the hood. And passenger side, again in the hood, it's hard to see. It's working though. And then the instrument panel. Fuel gauge does work. Tach. 44,617 is the mileage on the odometer. Title reads exempt. Wipers. So this definitely looks like a newer radio to me, and it works, but it's only AM, so. So the radio works. Our air is on. It's functioning. It's blowing cold. So that's a good thing. We're idling nicely. Told you in the walk-around presentation, dash pad is in good shape. The clock does not work. We do not fix clocks. So when you get the car, I assure you the clock will not work. 4-speed car. We're going to shift through all 4 gears here on our test drive. Showed you horn, turn signals, wipers, AC's blowing cold, radio. I don't know if I mentioned it, but the fuel gauge is working, reading half a tank right now. Center console is in good shape. Your speaker grill is not cracked up here. Headliner in the car is in nice condition. Let's take it on a drive, see how it runs out. Inside our 70 Mustang, the speedo works. Accurate, holding steady. Temp gauge works, coming up. We're not even up to half yet. The air in this car is blowing fantastically cold, which is a great thing. Steering on the car is pretty tight. Car tracks nicely. There's no front end pull, there's no tire vibration, there's no engine or tranny vibration. We're holding steady at 45 right now in third. We're at 3,000 RPMs. We can switch up to fourth. Nice smooth ride in the car. Holy cow, man. That AC is cold. I think the guys in the shop figured out how to use that AC machine to its fullest, because the last couple of cars that have had AC that we've done, whew, they're blowing nice and cold, which is great for me. I dig it. The car stops nicely. Look, no pulls. Give it a little gas here around the corner. Get it up to at least, hit at least 4th gear, 50, 60 miles an hour. Green light. That's 70. I'm catching up to the Kroger truck. Slowing down now. We're 50 miles an hour right now. Car tracks nicely. Steering wheel alignment's good. Front end alignment's good. Front end's nice and tight. No wheel hop, tire vibration, anything like that. The motor is responsive in terms of when you give it throttle, it moves. It's a nice car. So the last couple Mach 1s we've had through our showroom in this quality and condition have gone pretty quickly. This one is a great color. You have AC. You have 351, you have a Marty report, you have fantastic paint. Everything in the car seems to be working. Your temp gauge, your speedo, your tach, your fuel gauge. Car shifts nicely. AC works, radio works, wipers work, clock doesn't work. That's about the only thing that's probably not working. Idling nicely. We're not stalling out. The tach isn't fluctuating at all. It's staying nice and steady. Really nice car. 386-944-9219 is our contact phone here in Daytona Beach. Hanksters.com is our website. So we're going to see all the photos of the 70 Mustang, along with this video presentation that you're watching right this very moment. At full retail price, our 1970 Mach 1 Mustang includes shipping in the lower 48 United States on an enclosed carrier. It also includes a powertrain warranty. That warranty is good at any ASE certified facility in the United States, which are most independent or franchise facilities, as well as, of course, your Ford dealership. So you don't have to take the car to a special restoration center or muscle car dealership or anything like that. You could probably take it to the same person for warranty work that works on your daily driver. You just can't take it to your buddy Joe at work that claims to be an expert on blue oval products. Is the price of the car negotiable? It most certainly is. If we negotiate the price of this 70 Mustang, the warranty comes off. The warranty is good at full retail price only, and there are no exceptions to that. Also, the shipping comes off. There's a lot of time and management involved in shipping. You know, you have to look into the carrier, make sure they're properly licensed to carry your vehicle and insured, and set up the pickup, set up the delivery, pay the driver, you know. So at full retail price, we do all that for you. At a negotiated cost, you're going to do all that legwork on your own. Of course, maybe you are a car enthusiast, collector. You have your own open or enclosed trailer. You're more than welcome to come pick the car up on your own. We don't make any money off the shipping. We just simply provide it as a convenience to our buyers. And then if you are local to us here in the Sunshine State, Central Florida, and you want to come drive this Mustang home, you won't be hot, I assure you that. It is nice and cold in this Mustang. One more time, temp gauge towards the end of the test drive, still not even up to halfway. So that tells me we're running like 150, 160-ish. So that's great for this car in this heat and running the air. The car's cooling very well. And car has a real nice ride to it, real nice look to it, and somebody's going to get themselves a very nice 1970 Calypso Coral 4-speed Mach 1 Ford Mustang with a Marty report. Hanksters Hot Rods, Daytona Beach, Hanksters.com. Check us out.